What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty, and we're here for a review of Love and Hip Hop Season 8, Episode 8. What's going on, y'all? Let's get right on into this review. So we're going to open it up with everybody getting ready to go to the cabin. Now, we about to do another cabin trip this season, but it ain't the same cabin they was in last season. They was in Houston last time, but this time it's all couples. But the thing about this is that now it's kind of fucked up at this point because Carly and Mo ain't together, but Carly done brought Shekinah on this damn trip with her as her date, so we gonna get it popping. So, Scrappy and Kurt and Young Jock and Bambi, they all on one bus, and they're talking about Mo and his issues, and they know that when they all went to go work out, he said that he had to go to Arkansas to handle something. Now, one of them believe he got a baby on the way, and the other one believe that he's going to jail. But Jock believe that they're just projecting their own issues on poor little Mo. But at this point, the whole thing about the child is pretty much true because he may have a child on the way. He don't know if he do or not, but there's a possibility that he has a child on the way. So get into that shit, okay? So while we're on the bus, on the other bus with the girls, you know what I'm saying? Kendra is basically saying that she's been with Jock for 2 years. And all the girls on the bus are looking like, oh, for real? You've been with him for 2 years, you know? Because ain't nobody never seen Kendra before. You know, he's basically been his secret girlfriend for the longest. So we all ain't never seen her before. So next thing you know, Carly started spilling tea about what happened last year when they went to Houston at the cabins, and she was basically saying that Jock was trying to fuck her. They got a hotel room together. He had his dick out, and he was really trying to proceed to sleep with her. And she said no. So that pissed Kendra the fuck off, and I'm just sitting up here like, Lord have mercy. We already getting right on into the mess already, but see, this is... Lord have mercy, just already starting off wrong. But then when Sierra was talking about how much she loved BK, and you know, BK was on the other bus saying that, you know, he's getting a ring made for Sierra. You know, he already knows that he wants to marry her and all of that stuff. And Sierra was like, I'm not saying that me and BK are going to get married next week or anything like that, but I am open to going back down that road again. You know, I've been married once before, and if I'm going to get married a second time, then I'm just going to get married a second time. You know, everybody just, you know, all for Sierra and at this particular moment. But Carly says, well, I don't mean to rain on your parade, Sierra, but at the end of the day, Pooh was trying to fuck BK and BK was gonna let her fuck or whatever. And I'm just sitting up here like, Carly already rained on Kendra parade with Jock, and now she wants to rain on Sierra's parade. Like, Carly just came across a real miserable, all because she's in misery to her own damn doing, because she don't have to be in misery right now. She chose to be that, but she put herself in misery just because of the fact that Mo might or might not have a child on the way. And she feels some type of way about it, but you don't get to make everybody else feel guilty. You know, when I really feel guilty, but you don't get to fuck with everybody else's happiness just because you're not happy at this particular moment. Like, it's just ridiculous, and that was just wrong. And the way, and then she put it out in front of everybody. So when they all get to the cabin, everybody go to their respective rooms, and Kendra basically let Jock know that, you know, we just came on this trip, and we're going to be good right now, but just know that later on tonight, we got to have a conversation. We really got to talk. Jock already knows some fuck shit. He was like, now, we was just happy, and she done rode on this bus for a couple of hours with these hoes, and she already mad with me. Now, what the hell done came out now? You know what I mean? I'm with Jock on that. What the hell has come out now? What the fuck did Carly tell this bitch? Because that's all it was. Carly told her some bullshit. That's all. Sierra is mad with BK. Shekinah was saying that she gonna have a room to herself, and Sierra was like, well, I need to be in their room because, you know, I'm mad with BK right now. So Sierra confronts BK in front of everybody about possibly fucking around with Pooh. And, you know, when BK found out that it was Carly who came back and told her some stuff, he already annoyed because, you know, Carly was the one who said what she said last year and set Sierra up on that damn ambush with all those girls that he possibly fucked. So I get why he felt some way about Carly anyway, you know, because Carly is that messy ass friend that a nigga don't want their woman to be around. And that's just really being honest right now. And, you know, Carly comes over, just apologize, BK! But BK felt like he didn't need to tell Sierra that because it really wasn't nothing. But at the same point in time, maybe if you would have just told Sierra on your own instead of her finding out from a bitch like Carly, then y'all wouldn't be having this problem. Moniece meets up with Akbar, and she's annoyed with Akbar because she's late to the session. Akbar always has an excuse as to why she's late for stuff. She has an excuse as to why she don't come to the studio. She has an excuse about why she's a bad mother. She's always having a fucking excuse about everything. And this episode is the episode where my love for Akbar has shifted. Because this entire episode, she was feeling herself a bit much, okay? Like, she was really feeling herself way too much. I just feel like you cannot be mad with Moniece that she decided to work with Tokyo at this point. Because Tokyo is, you know, Tokyo has other things going on. Like, don't she got a Reebok endorsement now? Like, she actually has music. She actually does shows. She actually shows up to the studio. You don't never do that. And you want to get mad and you want to say, y'all flew here, I grew here, I'm the motherfucking queen, and Tokyo think that she that bitch, but I'm that bitch, and I run this town, and I'm this, and I'm that. Akbar, don't nobody know you. Didn't nobody know who you was before this show. Now, granted, I knew who the hell you was, because of K. Michelle, and if I didn't go to that concert, bitch, I wouldn't have known who the fuck you was. And didn't nobody really know who the hell you was when you fought Tommy. So my thing about it is, Akbar, you really need to humble your motherfucking self, honestly, bitch, because don't nobody know who the fuck your ass is, okay? Get that through your motherfucking brain, bitch. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, you are the reason why Moniece went to a better candidate, okay? And Akbar, you can rap. You honestly can. You got some good songs, but your work ethic was like bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you complain about everything. Your head hurt. I'm busy. I'm tired. I can't come to the studio. Don't nobody want to work with somebody like that. And Moniece had been waiting on you for weeks, and just because you decided to come to the studio, tardy for the party at that, you feel like you're supposed to get on the song. Now, she did the right thing for her, which was work with somebody else, and that was Tokyo. And now you want to say, go work with that fat bitch. And I'm looking at her like, are you looking in the mirror? Are you looking in the mirror? Or are you looking at the mirror, okay? Because you can't call nobody fat. So later on, Kendra confronts Jock about the situation with Carly. Jock said that it never happened. Jock said that Carly was lying. He put it on his kids. He put it on his mama. He put it on Carly, on Kendra's dead and deceased father, that nothing ever happened between him and Carly when they was in Houston. Carly lying. And honestly, I'm slick believing that Jock ain't telling no lies on this situation, because Carly just coming across like she mad at most of, now she want to be mad at the world and make everybody else mad at they man and stuff like that. Because, you know, sometimes bitches do that. You know, when they be miserable, they want everybody else to be miserable right along with their ass. Trust me, I know they do that shit sometimes. Then they play the what I like and what I don't like game, and they all go around and say what they love about a person, and they turn around and say what they don't like about a person. And it's just about working on the things that you don't like and working on the things that your spouse or your partner may have an issue with. So these games, although they're uncomfortable, but they do help. Akbar visited her mama grave, and you know she loves her mama, but she hasn't forgiven her mama, and that's why it still hurts her the way that it does. So her damn, this dude that she done put in the friend zone that came up there to the cemetery with her, and he was talking about this DJ named Bankhead, and he's having a showcase. Now Akbar was like, now who gonna be in the showcase, because he always fucking with bitches I don't like. And this is the reason why you will never get far, because you're so busy worried about bitches you don't like. When you get in the industry, there are going to be bitches that you don't fucking like in this industry. Point blank, period. Do you see the black YouTube community right now? It's a lot of motherfuckers that bitches don't like. Sometimes you just gotta maneuver your way through this world of bitches you don't like. Because we already know it's some people on YouTube that I don't really care for, but I don't focus my time speaking on them, or I don't focus my time talking about them, or I don't focus my time worrying about what the fuck they're doing at this point. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. We out here to do whatever we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, YouTube is not my passion, and it shows, but it's not really my passion. Writing is my passion, but this is my outlet. And you know, I maneuver through whether you like me or not. Whether I fuck with you or not, I maneuver through. Like, Akbar needs to understand it's gonna be bitches you don't like in this industry, but you gotta find your ways through it. And if you keep on having the same mentality that you got, you ain't gonna never grow. And that's just what it is, point blank. And you keep saying you the queen this and you the queen that. Maybe if you change your attitude and actually act like a queen, people will treat you like a queen. So, next thing you know, Bambi, she pulls Kendra to the side and she basically gave her some good advice. I mean, don't let these bitches tell you nothing about your man. You go to your man with this shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't you let these bitches tell you nothing. Like, she gave her story about how her and Scrappy got together and how she had to delete herself out of his life because she wasn't having the bullshit. And she did that though, because, you know, Scrappy did a lot of shit in regards to his relationship with Bambi, but she did teach his ass a lesson, and that's probably why he wound up marrying her and not Erica Dixon. Who knows? So I enjoyed that conversation with Kendra and Bambi. I can see them being friends on the show. So Moniece and Tokyo, they talked, and she was talking about everything with Scrap being in the blogs and all of that stuff and how she's dealing with that. But then Tokyo was like, well, what about this EP thing that you got going on with Akbar? And she was like, well, the last time I talked to Akbar, she was upset with me because I said I was working with you. And she was basically saying, I grew here, y'all flew here and all that stuff. Y'all flew here, I grew here, all of that bullshit. So now she's throwing that in my face like, you know, she the queen of this shit and blah, 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 blah. And she was not pleased to know that I was working with you. And Tokyo was like, well, what the fuck did I do to her? Like, why is she so mad? She mad, and that's just what it is. Like, I don't understand why she mad, but Akbar doing too much at this point. I'm over her all fucking ready. That was quick. Next thing you know, Mo pops up at the cabin, and Carly is really not trying to hear nothing he's saying. And I just feel like he apologized to her for not telling her right away, but he did what the fuck he feel like he needed to do. Carly just looking for any old reason to break up with this man because he didn't even do nothing. Like, you breaking up with this man, you making him look stupid, and he didn't even do shit to you. He didn't even do anything that warrants your fucking... He didn't do anything that warrant her damn response. Point blank, he didn't. He didn't do anything that warrants that. And you want to sit up here and do all that. You didn't do all that with Benzino. You ain't do all that with fucking Young Jock. You ain't do all that with Life. You ain't do that with none of these other niggas. But you got a nigga that really care about you, that really, really like you, that really ain't trying to get no fame off of you. And you want to sit up here and act like that. You're going to forever be lonely and miserable. And the way you treating that man, you're miserable. And that's why you trying to make everybody else miserable too. You horse-faced bitch. That's just what it is. So next thing you know, they all sitting around playing the game, and Rashida admits that she cheated on Kirk too early on in their relationship. So it makes a lot of sense as to why he possibly thought that the baby Carter wasn't his because of her own infidelities in the past. So it's kind of like, okay, so Georgia Prune been out on the block a couple of times too, you know what I mean? But they've gotten over it, I guess, whatever, child. Rashida brings Bambi to tears when she was like, you know, I'm trying to find a balance between motherhood and being a wife and all of that stuff. And Scrappy has held her down 100% on that. And Rashida was just giving her some sound advice about it. So then they start talking about what Kirk said, don't let people in their misery come between you and your relationship. Because sometimes they'll tell you stuff just to break you apart. And Shakana made a good point when she said, remember how you was on that bus and you was talking about how much in love you was with BK and all of that stuff. As soon as you got that message, it all changed up. And now you mad with him. And Rashida said, to be quite honest, Carly never should have said shit. That's the number one fact. She shouldn't have said them damn things. She should have kept her fucking mouth closed. And you know what? I don't agree with Georgia Prune on a lot of stuff, but I did agree with her on that. Carly should have never said that shit. And then you waited 6 months later to bring it to the table. Girl, bye. So then Sierra admitted her own faults. You know, she's held about to call this man B2K. She's held BK accountable for a lot of things that he's done in their relationship, but she failed to admit that she did her own thing. And it continues next week. With that being said, you guys, this is my review on Love and Hip Hop. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Scotty_by_nature. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe and share this video. And I'm out of here, y'all. Till any other video I do after this, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.